Good morning and welcome to my working table. My name is Lisbeth and I'm a Danish abstract mixed media artist who likes to do all sorts of things. And if you're new here on my channel, a warm welcome to you. And for those of you who have been with me for a while, so glad you still are hanging on here and find interest in my videos. But not so long ago I made a little video with a flip through of this book here I made. And I have several requests if I could show you how I work when I make these art books with all kinds of lift materials I have. And of course I will show you how to make such a book or do such a book. But it will have to be with your materials. This is just me showing what I can do with all my bits and bobs and leftovers and things I will make for the book. So it's my working process. It's it's not so much about how I want my book to look. You can get many ideas from looking at this, but I don't think it's possible for you to make a book exactly like this, because maybe you also like other colors and you have to see away from that. Just take it as one big inspiration of what you can use your materials for. And the book here is just made with a very simple pamphlet stitch, and I will also just make the same very simple binding in the book I will be making. Not today, because I think this will take me more than one video to make. No, I will see how far I get today with the amount of time I think a video should be, or if there will be a part. I know there will be a part 2, but if there will be a part 3, I don't know yet. We will see to that. But I will put a link below here in the description box or under the little word more for the flip through of this book. And I will also put a link for the playlist for making art books, because I made several other books. Some of the videos are flip through of these books and some of the others are how I made the books. There are many ways you can construct these different art books, and the pamphlet stitch is the simplest one of them. But enough of me, blah de la de la de da, blah derudaf, eller out, and so on. And I won't show you what's inside this book. You can find the little video and look for that. And let us get started. I don't know about you, but I have a hard time throwing things out. So I save all kinds of bits and bobs, things I have been testing or new ways to do things I have seen at other videos here on YouTube. But since I know I want a color scheme as not exactly the same as the book I just showed you, but in that ball game I want to make a book, and I don't know, it will not be thinner than the book I showed you. It will probably be thicker. But I have been all around in my materials and picked a lot of stuff, and I can show you what some of them are. It's a tea bag with a leaf print on, and here is a little piece of organza with some old textbook on. It's just a little snippet, but I really like these two, so I hope they can find their way in my book. Here I have been testing some kind of embroidery on some paper with I've coffee dyed this little bit here. Yeah, perhaps it's harder to see. It's better to see here. I have a friend who has a machine who can cut these things out. So some of the paper that's left when she had cut her things out, she had saved for me this little thing here. And this is also from her. I think it is very nice, and I hope it can come in my book. Then there are some jelly prints, some watercolor paper with earth pigments I have painted, a piece of fabric. This is oh, what are they called? Baby wipes. Also, I have wiped some of the fluid stuff I mix with my earth pigments, and they look like that. And here I've really pulled and dragged in it. It was the same as this one, but you can see I have really pulled it apart. And this is also from wiping things off. I think this is, yeah, what is it? Ink and watercolor perhaps. Here's a piece where from my eco dyeing, I think could look nice. A circle on fabric. I don't know if it's the right brown color, but this is made with marker paint sticks. Just a simple piece of cardstock and some pre-printed paper. This is from a print I have been making of a friend. I have a friend in Australia, Michelle. It's her jelly prints I have printed out, and this is also something I have printed out from somewhere. Old book pages. Yeah, this is not the one, but I really like this color scheme here. And this is also something from a book. Perhaps I can use this from a book. Old jelly print. And this piece here is, I have been testing something and I have this lying, and why not put this in a book? It is already a spread, or not a spread, because there will be other things stacked in, but nice pages. And here are some of the tissue paper painted with my earth pigments, and I have several of it, and this is also painted with my earth pigments on really heavy watercolor paper. I don't know if I can bend this so it can be pages. This is just ordinary baking paper I have crumpled up, and then I have put it in a bowl of water, and it's been in my bowl for 48 hours. And then I just took it up and crumpled it and pressed the water out and let it dry. And then I get this funny kind of paper. Some caddy paper with, I think it is coffee or tea dyed. I have tried. And this one here is also something I made for some challenge somewhere. A little nice collage, and another collage there with stairs and with a bridge. And I don't think this color is the right color, but I think I could glaze it in a dark ombre color, and then it would look nice. And this white, of course, I will do something about, but I think this would end in my book. More book pages. Yeah, I thought this image was nice and perhaps could look good in my book. I don't know what these things are called. In Danish they are called helleristninger, but I have no idea what they are called in English. They are from the late 1100, from a church here in Denmark with a ship on. Perhaps it would end up in my book. Some gold print, another print I don't know where come from. And this is from a time when I was trying to make, I have some screen prints I have been making patterns on, and then I have squeezed some Prussian with Manotex in it through the holes in the screen print, and they need a little more, but the paper quality is perhaps nice for a book. This is really dark coffee dyed paper. Some roll-off sheets, and I can't remember if this also is coffee or ink or watercolor or what on earth it is. I have been doing it sometime. It's also on heavy watercolor paper. And some black book page. There's black on both one side and the other side. And I know I want to try this rubbing technique where you put a stencil under and then you rub some sandpaper over it. That is why I saved that. But this is all the materials I have for this book, and they probably not all of them will end up in my book, but I like to have different things to choose between. So it is just starting to make the pages, and when I have put the pages together in that order I want them, I can start doing something with every page. See if it needs something more paint, doing something to the page. And the last thing I would do is to bind it, because it is much easier to work. So you can take the spread out and work on it and put it in the book again and take another spread and so on, instead of when it is bind together, drying time, and so you can't sometimes work further because it is sitting in the book and it needs to dry. Then it is easier if you just have this thing and you know it's going to sit there in your book, but you can work on it and paint on it and let it dry, and then you can take another thing from your book out and do the same. So that is why I choose to bind it as the last thing. But I don't say you should do that. You can do it in that order you want to do it. This is just my way, and I don't say to people, you should do it this way. No. I'm just showing how you can do it. Options for you. But I will see how I can put some pages together so it will end up like a book. So let me see if this is a square. 24 by, yeah, it's a square. So I think I will try to just fold it in half. There. And you can take a bone folder if you have a bone folder, or you can just use your scissor or what you have, so you make a nice crease. And this is quite heavy, and of course I know I want to do something there, so I will start folding some things. This is perhaps a quite small one, but I don't think I can get more than one hold in here when I start binding it, so I think I will use it for something else. But this here I can use, and these fabrics here I also think I can use. So now I'm just folding things up, and this here also I think I can use. Oops, that went a little crooked, but again I don't mind. There, and then there was these two, and then this paper here, and my book will not be square, it would be vertical, and perhaps this is too big here, but I can always tear some of it off, but we will see. It is easier to tear it off when I know what size. So let me see what there are all the things in here in my pile. Yeah, I think I want this one too, perhaps. It's, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let me see. It's another kind of color, so perhaps not. Yeah, I also want this piece in here somewhere. I really think it looks nice with the holes peeking, but if I am able to glue it down, I really don't know. There isn't much space I can glue it, but I will keep it there for now. And these two pages here I think I want in also, and let me see. I think what I'm eyeballing here is it goes to there, and that is why I will crease it here. Then I can always rip some of the white off, and I will be doing something to that, and I will do the same here, as you can see here, and yeah, that's nearly the middle, so that's fine. So let me see here if I ain't having enough. Yeah, this one I wanted also, but I know I don't want that mark there, so I will just tear that off. Yeah. Over the little. There. And also here there's a small white text. Away with that. And I think it looks nicer with the white paper peeking out. And again, I will also tear this. So torn edges on all 4 sides. And this will go in like this. But since I'm doing the rubbing thing, I think I will wait to crease it until that. I think this is the first paper I will do something to, then we can see that. So let us see here. Perhaps I will also put some of these roll-off sheet things. Yeah, that can also be an option. And I like some of the edges are torn and some of the edges are straight. So, not to make my book exactly the same, so I won't be taking this piece for front and back, because then it's the same as the other one. It would look the same as the other one. I don't think I would do that. Then I have this piece here. It's a little different in color, but perhaps I need to find a bigger piece for my cover of some sort. So I think I will just start see what I can put in my book. And I will do a mix of fabrics and papers. This one. You could also turn it the other way with, if you think, for instance, I think this looks nice for a spread, so I will turn it this way instead. That is also an option. So let us see here, like this. And this one looks nicer with this paper here, I think. And I will turn this the other way because I think they look nice together. like this. It is getting chunkier and chunkier. Yeah, perhaps I will end up with this one here. Or I can turn it the other way around. And you can keep on doing this until you're satisfied with the look of your book. No, it's too much the same size. So perhaps I like these two together. There and there. There. What else can I put in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 11, 13. Yeah. This I want in, but where? Go here. So I think perhaps this is enough. So it won't be more chunky than this. So I have, yeah, all my other stuff here. Is there any more things I want to put in? I know I won't put this in. It's the wrong color, and so it must be. And then I have this one here. I don't know if I will be able... Yeah, if I put matte medium all over this and place it down, I think I can perhaps make it there, to sit there. I will... Yeah, it could be a nice thing on the front of my book. Perhaps. Or perhaps just on one side. I don't have to decide that yet. It's a little too big, perhaps. Let me see. But I can tear some of it off there. But let us see how it looks now. So let us see, that would be that there. Yeah, 2 blank pages, so of course I will have to put something in, or do something about that. This there, and that piece there. And this there, and there, and there, and there. Something dark here. Perhaps this could look nice there, but we'll see when we reach that point. There and there. And this here, I know I need to read something off, and also of this. There. But all in all, I think I'm satisfied with the look of it. Yeah, I think this is fine. So this is for now the way I want my book. So the first thing I want to do is glue these holes on here, on this side here on my tissue paper. And I have, yeah, I don't know what they are. They are from IKEA, and I think there are a couple in a pack. But they are very nice to use when you're painting or gluing something and it needs to dry. Then you can carry it away without things falling off. But I think I will tear the edges off here, if I'm able to that. And also on the long run here, the long side. It's a quite thin paper, this paper here. I don't know what kind of paper it is. It feels a little like, not rice paper, but in that ball game, I don't think it is rice paper, but it is, yeah, I don't know what it is, or what my friend has been using it for. It is so nice to have a lot of friends who are doing things, and they give me all the leftovers. So here it is paper leftovers from one friend, and then I get fabric leftovers from another friend, and yeah, I'm the lucky girl. I don't know if I'm able to tear that, but I can perhaps cut a little into it instead. I'm afraid if I tear, I ruin it. So it will just end up a little wonky here with my scissor. Yeah, remember the S in the scissor. There, no way with that. So now it looks nice, and I think I just want it this way, and it can be there exactly if I put this away and take this away, and away with all my bits and bobs here. And I have a bin here beside me. They are not going on the floor. Yeah, of course I do sometimes, but so I will remove this, and then I will, this is fluid matte medium, and it will also strengthen the tissue paper. But it is wet strength tissue paper I have been using here. So yeah, that was perhaps a little too much, but I had no idea how it would end. The sun is shining right now, so I will place my paper with the holes onto it and let it lie in the sun, and then it can dry. Yeah. I think I will find a piece of paper. Yeah, perhaps I can just use this one just to squeeze it down and remove it quickly again and let that dry. There. So I will put this away in the sun and let it dry. So now we can do something about this black paper, and it was for a book, glossy black paper on both sides. And of course you don't need to have it on both sides, but here for a book it is nice that it's on both sides. So I will take my stencil here and lay it under my paper. And then I have a sanding block, and you can give it a little tape or something to hold it down the same place, or at least try to keep it down the same place. And sorry for the noise, but you can see I'm removing some of the black paint, so I get a nice pattern here. There. And should we do another one on the other half here? Or no, I can do this on this side and another on the other side, but I will just go this way here with it. It doesn't matter so much if it slides a little around. So again, just rubbing the black with my sanding block. It gets a little greenish. I think this is fine. There. Then I will take another stencil, put it this way and rub it all over. So now I will get another pattern. Just turn it this way. I'm sorry if my phone is jumping around and hopefully you are not getting seasick. But you need to push quite hard to get the pattern. So I think this is nice. There will be a little dust, but just go in the bin with that. So here I have a spread, and now the $1,000 question is where to put it. I think perhaps here it is quite dark here. So that must be enough. And yeah. So you can see I got dirty fingers, so I will just wipe them off here on my thigh. But yeah, it got black all over there. But I think yeah, it is easy to dust it off. I think I will just, oh, look at the back. I think I will have to clean this before I do anything, because else all my book will be black. I just wiped my table and my fingers, and I got a little dirt somewhere, but I know I will be doing something about it, so it doesn't matter so much. You can see here I just put one page in, but I want them a little more sturdy, so I found another sheet of roll-off sheet. So I will just glue these two pages together. Yeah, and this glue stick is empty, so bear with me, I will have to find another one. So here we go. And don't be precious with your glue stick. I will just go around the edges on the other side here. The edges is the most important ones, and of course they are also the easiest one to get to if you need to re-glue. And sorry, I will have to stand up here now because and then I can sit down again. And you can see I wasn't so neat, but I don't mind. I'll just cut the white off here. There isn't much about measuring anything here in this video here. And oh, lucky me, I'm not the one with the doing it. I'm not very good in all this measuring or thing. It is much easier for me to eyeball things, but not always the best in some kind of book binding techniques. There you will really have to measure. So now it's a little damp, but I can give it a crease here. Okay. So this goes here, and that goes here, and then yeah, what else do I need to take care of as the next? This here I need to take care of. So you can see I'm just letting the rest be there. Take this out, put this aside, and doing something about this spread here. What I want to do here, I just want to make it smaller, so I can see I am inside here. This I perhaps also need to cut something off, but I will wait with that. In the bin with them, and these here are smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, so I can put them in the pile here, and then this is this one to take care of. And the other one I tore, so I think I'll cut this one. Contrast of different ways is what makes the things exciting to look at. So in with that, and then there's this piece of baking paper here, so that is too big. And how much too big is it? About there. It is quite easy to tear this here. So there it is. Sorry, and in with that. And I will save these and put somewhere else in the book, I think, because I like to have the same things several places in my book. So now I just need to wait to let the front dry, and that can take a little time. And I figure out if I have to remove some of this also. So this is nearly dry, not bone dry, but as dry as I can work further with it. So I will just do that and put it there and there, and I can see I need to rip a little of this off. So now is the $100 question. Do I want to tear it or cut it? I think I will just take so much of it off. Yeah, you can't see what I'm doing, but I've just taken my ruler and lined it up there, and I will do the same here. There. So now it is smaller. Let me see if there are other places I want to tear things off. Perhaps, yeah, this one is a little difficult. It will stick a little out, but I think if I tear more of it off, it will look crazy. So I will let it be for now, and then I can see if I end up doing something in all the white. It doesn't matter so much if I tear something off, but I can do this when I reach the point where I will do something more about this page. But all other stuff is nearly inside the front and the back. This is the only thing I don't like, this straight white thing there. But we will take care of that when we reach that point. And now my video is already so long, so I think I will stop here and say this was part 1. And next week I will start doing something to all my pages, and I can show you what different kinds of things I can find out. So this is the basic book for further embellishment or decoration or design, or what we can call it. I hope you think this was a great idea, and you think I have chosen some exciting papers for now. So look for part 2 next week, and then I will just say, if you have liked what you have been seeing or been inspired, and perhaps you want to do something similar, please give my video a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing my little Danish channel. That would be very appreciated of me, and I would say so much thanks to you. And then I would only say, please be creative, and please take care, and not least of all, please be nice to each other. Have it so nice and fun until next week. Bye bye.